At some point, we could break this down a million times. We've done this now 78 times. At some point, just win the game. Okay? Don't make this complicated. If you're a cup contender, win the game. This is since the first of the year, they've won 8 of 26 road games. That's not a playoff team. You can't go back to back and just say, well, I guess the Ducks have our number. I guess Mike Smith has our number. Well, then what's the point of... It's infuriating to watch a team that ought to be third and ought to be comfortably third playing like they really deserve to be ninth. And that's what I saw tonight. I saw a team that did just enough to stay close enough, but not finish. I mean, I didn't see a lot of great opportunities tonight. I just didn't see a Sharks team that looked like this game mattered to them as much as it should have.
Ray Ratto echoing the frustrations of Shark fans, to be sure. Let's send it out to Phoenix and say hi to Randy and Drew one more time. Guys, look, bottom line, you can't win on the road. You can't win in the division. You're going to be watching the playoffs at home. The Sharks had better solve both those problems quickly.
You think Ray Ratto's frustrated? Imagine how the Sharks are. 67 shots taken in 2 nights in Anaheim and here in Phoenix, and 1 goal to show for it.
I don't want to get an argument over here as Ray's in San Francisco and I'm here, but I saw a Sharks team who was trying to win. And it's easy to say, just go win the game. Well, what the heck do you think they were trying to do out there, Ray? That's exactly what they were trying to do. They were out there with a game plan. They came out and established their game. They went out and worked hard. I agree with Brett. They weren't great, but they were good. They did a lot of things in order to try to win that hockey game. To just say, well, go out and win the game, and you're bad if you don't deserve to be a playoff team. You haven't won this amount of games. Baloney. You deserve to be a playoff game at the end of 82 games if you've got enough points to be there. It's easy to sit back and analyze, and, the game is easy from where we sit. But I think you're disrespecting the Sharks when you say, listen, just go out and win the game. That's exactly what they tried to do.
All right, let's take it back to the road problems, because it has been more pronounced away from HP Pavilion than on the road, the difficulties. The Sharks have lost 4 straight here, and I can go back and even give you more problematic numbers on the road, and we all know what happened in February. Do you see anything different on the road in the way this team plays or prepares or approaches the game plan?
No, I don't, because the San Jose Sharks have an outstanding coaching staff who prepare these guys to play every single game, and they do a great job in preparation. And as the San Jose Sharks have gone all year, we've seen that they have trouble scoring. They don't get a lot of depth scoring. So if you don't have your depth scoring and your top guys aren't putting the puck in the net because you're running up against hot goaltenders, and yes, some teams actually do have the other team's number. You talk about Columbus, they've won 3 against the Phoenix Coyotes this year. So yeah, there are teams that just seem to have...
Anaheim has Phoenix number, exactly. And they have to play them again.
So you know what? I don't see anything pronouncedly different. The one thing that we've seen all year long is that the Sharks have trouble putting the puck in the net. And that's when it's come down to.
All right, so another night where the Sharks don't get any success on the road, don't score a goal tonight and scored 1 last night. Back to the drawing board Saturday night. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
I love Drew to death. I really do. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you've got a team with cup aspirations, trying hard is the minimum standard. I didn't say they didn't try to win, but at some point you've got to get results. And he's right. They don't have a second sniper to go with Marlowe. They don't have a guy who can score a goal against the run of play. And when you're floating around that 7, 8, 9 spot, you need a guy like that. But ultimately, in the end, if you have cup aspirations, you can't be 8 and 18 on the road in the second half of the year. You can't have pronounced trouble scoring the puck. You can't do that if you're a playoff team. I don't say they didn't try hard. I think they worked very hard. I think there are very few nights when they mail it in. But you've got to get results. And when you've got the expectations this team does to not get results at a time when you really need them against teams that, frankly, you are better than in terms of skill, this isn't good enough. I mean, like I said, I love Drew, but losing 3-1 and 2-0 to teams that are behind you when you need the games make me wonder if they aren't, in fact, that ninth-place team that they keep showing us that they might very well be.
Well, to Drew's point, if you're frustrated and the fans are frustrated, think of how the Sharks must feel, and we're going to find out for ourselves as Joe Thornton addresses the media back in Arizona.